Morning, little fella. Your mom picked a good spot to have you. Good job, Cal. Welcome back, everybody. We are in the midst of our winter storm. Got all the cows in the barns for the night. So I'm just here doing the morning check, checking everything. Making sure nothing's too cold. If it is, I gotta bring it in, warm them up. Make sure everything's sucked. If they haven't, we'll just tube them until morning and then get the cow and the calf in and help him suck. So it's pretty cold. I think it's about 20 below right now. But we got all the cows in. Most of them. And then if they calve, they're right here by the barn. Got another little calf. We're just gonna bring him in the barn with his mom. How are you girls doing? Did you hold your calves in for the night? I kind of hope so. Let's see. Oh, he's a little older. I think he was born yesterday. It's so cold out, all the steam from the cow's body heat just turns into fog. My dad was saying when it warms up again, all this condensation will kind of thaw out, and then in the barns it'll be raining. Doesn't look like any calves. Any more calves. Good morning, buddy. Do you want to go check calves with me? Huh? Or do you want to stay in here where it's nice and warm? Yeah, I don't blame you. 17 degrees below zero. That's what the air temp is. I don't know what the actual wind chill is, but it's plenty cold. Go on out, girls. Let's get you some food. Usually I let all the cows out when I come early in the morning, but I just decided since it was kind of cold, I'd leave them in a few extra hours. Didn't think it hurt anything. We did have a couple calves in here in the night, so it's a good thing we put them in. But they're doing real good. All these cows left behind the house are the ones that we sorted earlier this week and turned back out. They were the ones we thought weren't quite ready to calve. A couple will sneak by us. You know, like we did have one end up calving out here last night. Who's right here, but he's up sucking, so that's a perfect sign. He's doing really good. He's up on his feet, sucking. If they're born out here or out in the cold, they get up, get licked off, get some colostrum, start sucking, they're gonna be perfectly fine. The natural way of doing it is better than anything we could intervene and do. So he's doing great. If we have to, if they don't get up and suck, we'll go out and tube them with some colostrum, either a supplement, or we'll get the mom in and milk off some colostrum and tube him. Make sure he gets some milk. All these cows back here, I'm gonna feed in this big draw so that they have somewhere out of the wind and out of the weather to eat and hang out for the day. Hopefully they'll bed down in here, and if any more do calve, they'll be down in here in the hay out of the wind. We can come out here really easily and check on them, get the calf in. Me to walk behind her? Want me to walk behind her? Little buddy's getting a little cold. Bring him into the barn and warm him up. Those are some good moms right there. They could be off eating with the rest of the cows, but they're letting their calves suck. Where's your mother, kiddo? Let's check your mouth, see how cold you are. Yeah, you're still kind of warm, but not body temp. Okay, we'll bring you in. I don't know where his mom is. We'll have to figure it out later. Let's get you in this warming box, buddy. Ugh. Turn this thing on. There, you can hear the fan kick on. It's gonna blow hot air in there. Warm him right up. We'll come check on him in a little bit. How you doing in here, little buddy? A little better? Huh? We found his mom. Number's 9258, so I'll probably go get her in and make sure he sucks, and then there's another one. Gotta get in and make suck too. Come on, mama. Come on, mama. He's right here. Come on. Come get him. Follow us in. Come on. You're doing good. Back here. That's where it's at. There's some milk. He's just got to find the tit. Open your mouth, buddy. Yep, just like that. No, that's my finger. There. That thing there, suck on that. No. Goodbye. Well, I think he's a little too weak to suck, so I ended up just milking her. Got a bit of colostrum here, about a pint. So I'll put in this tuber, and we'll just tube him for now. And once he gets a little strength, we'll make sure he's able to suck on his own. Alright, come on, buddy. Tubing's really hard. I'm still not very good at it, but if you get it down the wrong pipe, you can actually drown him. You gotta get it past the esophagus, everything. There. You know I'm gonna pass the esophagus. So. Get him some milk, just like that. So this is just going straight into the stomach. Good job, bud. Just like that. All the milk is gone. That should give him a little boost, huh, bud? So we'll check on him in a little bit. make sure he'll get up and suck. That little bugger I put in the warming box, 92.53, is doing a little better. We got him some milk and he warmed up. He's doing better. His mom likes him, so just put him in a pen to make sure they're gonna stay warm and be all right for the night. The sun has finally come out. It's still about the same temperature, pretty chilly, but all the calves are enjoying some sunbathing, warming up a little bit. Hey dudes. Looking pretty healthy. We did lose one, which is kind of a bummer. It was actually that red one in the last video that you guys watched us turn out. Those ones they were born in the terrible time. They got soaking wet from that rain, and then it got down to negatives that night, so those ones were really tough. One of those died. The rest have been okay. We've been coming out, checking everything. Every calf that's born, we bring it right into the right into the barn, and if we see cows that are about to calf, we just bring them into the barn. So we've been trying to be really proactive, and it's paid off. We haven't lost too many, so hopefully we can just keep it to that one. I think the worst of the weather is behind us, but these big shifts in temperature are going to be hard on the calves too. We might have some pneumonia running through. Since it was 40 degrees down to negative some, tomorrow the next day is supposed to be back up to like 40 and 50, so those temperature changes are pretty tough on them. Getting a tan. Hey fella. Yo, you're nice and warm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yesterday we had about 10-15 calves, which is pretty normal as we're just kind of getting into calving out our cows. They're building up, picking up steam. But today, you know, I told them to hold off till the weather passed, and I think they kind of listened, because we've only had 5 or 6 since midnight, which is nice. I mean, if they had them now, sun's out, they'd probably be just fine. But earlier today, when it was all kind of junky out, that wasn't a very good time to have a calf. But if they just hold on till it's not very cold, like tomorrow, I think that'd be a lot easier on them and on us. So I hope they do just that. A lot of them are looking really close though. So come this week, next week, end of this week, next week, it's gonna be pretty busy. The state trapper set out a bunch of traps to see if he could get some coyotes. We just had lunch, so I guess there is a new one here, but he's up to see if he could get some coyotes. And he was gonna come back in a day and check them. He set them up once, didn't get anything. Was gonna check him again. But we have another guy who's been hunting, and he's shot, well, we've got 5 so far, dead ones, and he's seen at least, I think 7 more, and a bobcat just back behind the house where the cows were, up in those hills. So there's a lot of coyotes around. And if he's seen 7, you know there's a lot more that he hasn't seen. Usually once we get these calves tagged like this bugger, we'll turn them right out into pasture. But we kind of learned our lesson with that other red calf that died. We're just gonna keep them in here until the cold passes. So we'll have a handful of calves in here, but that's gonna be all right. We can come in and turn out like 30 or 40 calves tomorrow. Then if anything gets sick, they're right here. If anything gets cold, they're right here. We can have a really close eye on them. You just have a calf, mama? Hey, little fella. Looking for a drink. So that temperature changed, how it went from pretty warm to really cold. Now it's gonna go back up to warm again. It's hard on the calves, it gives them pneumonia. So this little guy, we had a couple that we already treated for pneumonia. This fellow we think has pneumonia too. If you get close to him, you can kind of hear his breathing. He's chasing his mom around to suck, which is good. So I don't really want to bug him too much, but they start breathing a little hard. So I just gave him the pneumonia intranasal, but we'll probably have to treat him with some other stuff. New floor, that's the name of the other stuff I was trying to think of. So we'll give him a little new floor. There's a lot of things people like to give him. Draxin, I don't know them all. I'm pretty naive to medicating things, but me and my dad were talking about it this morning. I believe it's a new floor. Well, it was a good day. We didn't lose any more calves. Everything's looking pretty healthy. The cows are coming along really strong. There's some really tight bags. They're starting to fill up with milk. They're getting close to calving, so I'm just hoping if we can get through tonight. Tonight's gonna be cold again, but tomorrow, here on out, we should be pretty good unless we get another cold front moving in. But yeah, really thankful that a whole bunch of cows didn't just decide to drop all their calves the last couple of days, and that they did hold through that cold stuff. So thank you guys for coming along, really appreciate it. I know a lot of you around the country are going through the same stuff, so just want you to know we're praying for you. Hope you guys get through it well. We've got you on our minds as well, so take care everyone. We'll see you in the next one.